I'll share my screen. So if y'all don't want to
It's
be,
Matthew.
Hi Matthew, I'm Miss Michael Bust.
Hi, Miss Michael Bus.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay, so I'll give y'all a little bit of information, and then at the end, I'll let y'all ask me some questions because I'm sure you'll have some questions as we've had questions throughout this whole thing. So let me get into present mode. Okay, so welcome to Project Summer School. My name is Miss Michael Bust. Y'all done a great job pronouncing it. I know it's a weird name. And so this is a little bit about me. Like I said a while ago, I've been a teacher at Fernandez. I've been there for about 10 years and teaching kindergarten and first grade. I have 3 cats named Parker, Ollie, and Boo. So if we're doing lessons in the next 3 weeks and my cats pop up, I'm sorry. They like to join me. I really love cooking and I like to exercise. I do CrossFit every day. And I'm super excited to go on this. It's going to be a journey for the next 3 weeks as we all learn each other and do this really cool project learning. So if you are like me, you are probably curious what exactly is Project School. And so we're going to spend the next 3 weeks learning about water and the water cycle and how we use water in our community. So as it was stated, it's a project-based 3 weeks. And so there's going to be a combination of Zoom lessons and independent practice and research, and then each student is going to create a project at the end of the 3 weeks. And so some of the topics we're going to be discussing is water conservation, where does water come from, how do we get water, what's in water, and water and weather. So it's all going to be based around water. We're going to do most of our things in Google Classroom and Zoom, and so all of our announcements and our assignments are going to be posted in Google Classroom. This is what the Google Classroom looks like on your child's portal. So I'm going to post this later, and so go ahead and open it up today at some point just so you can kind of be familiar with it, and you can let me know if you're having any issues getting in, and we can try to resolve those before Monday. Here are the student expectations. These are not created by me, these were created by the district. And so students are expected to participate daily, check in with teachers daily, and then complete daily work that is assigned by the teacher. And so I'm about to show you what the schedule is going to look like so that'll make a little bit more sense. Attendance, I'm going to be taking attendance daily, and my attendance is due every day by 1 o'clock because that's the official end time of Project School Summer School. So here's kind of what our schedule is going to look like. And like I said, I'm going to take a snippet and I'm going to post this so you don't have to write this down or take a picture of it right now. I'm going to give this to y'all later on today. So every morning, your child will log on to Zoom at 9:30 for our our morning meeting. So a morning meeting is going to be super quick. It's just going to be a good morning, how are you? We're going to do some kind of either fun read aloud or a little game or something just to kind of get our brains awake. And then after we do our little quick morning meeting, we're going to have a 10-minute break. And so I will put a timer on the screen, and that's when your child can get up, get some water, go to the restroom, you know, do any of those things. Just, I don't want your child sitting at the computer for, you know, a very long time. I know that I get antsy. I was telling my husband at the beginning of this when I was having to sit here, like, that's why I became a teacher. So I don't have to sit in an office. That's not, my body was not made to sit at a desk all day. So I'm right there with the kids. So we'll have a 10-minute break where they can get up and move around. And then I didn't want you as parents to have to log your child on and off all day, because I know that can get tedious. So right after our little morning meeting and our 10-minute break, then we'll have the daily lesson. And so the daily lesson is going to be anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half of instruction from me, where they'll be interacting with me. We'll be having questions, and we'll be doing different activities throughout that daily lesson time. I am going to record the daily lesson every day just for in case parents have to work or for some reason you missed that day and you just couldn't get on, something happened, you had an emergency. And so I'll record and post that lesson every day. And then when that lesson is done, that'll be their child's time to log on to Google Classroom and do their assignment. You don't have to do that exactly right after if your child needs a break, because they'll have been on the lesson and sitting for a while. Just make sure it gets done that day, because I don't want your lessons to get backed up. And then I will also have a teacher office hour every day from noon to 1. So if when you're working on your assignment or you're working on your project, if you have questions for me, that office hour is not going to be mandatory, but I will be on Zoom during that hour. So if you want to pop in and off and ask me questions or you have any concerns, then you can do that during that time. So you're going to notice that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday look exactly the same. On Thursday and Friday is where it changes up a little bit. Since this is project school, we're going to have our morning meeting at 9:30 still on Thursday and Friday. And then they're going to have independent practice on Thursday and Friday. So there won't be a daily lesson. On Thursday, we do have this wonderful opportunity. The counselors are going to be doing lessons. So our class can participate in a guidance lesson with the counselor. And it's going to be pretty similar to the guidance lessons that they would be providing in regular school, just on Zoom. So that's going to be on Thursdays from 10:25 to 10:55. And then I'll have my regular office hour. And then Friday, we'll check in with our 9:30 morning meeting. And then the rest of the day, they'll have their independent practice or to work on their project or anything like that. I know I just gave y'all a ton of information. Did anybody have any questions specifically about the schedule? Okay. So next, here's my contact information. If you want to take a picture of it right now, you can, but don't worry, you don't have to. I am going to post this on the Google Classroom stream as well. So the best ways to contact me, email. I have my email on my phone, so I check it all the time. If you have a question that you think would benefit everyone, you can put it on the Google Classroom stream and I can check that. And then that's the phone number that I have been texting and calling you from. So if you need to contact me, then I'm pretty good about answering right away. I do silence my phone. I have the silent hours from about 10 to like 6:37 in the morning. So if it's during those times, you can text me or email me. Just know that I might not answer until the next day. But that is it for my information and my presentation. I'm going to stop sharing real quick and stop recording.